anything regarding E3 or like, conventions in general. Continue. What would you say, like, going to E3, like, just list out your biggest tips for someone going to E3 maybe for the first time or a convention for the first time?
Big key points. Yeah, what would they be?
Bring a phone charger, like a charging block with a cable.
Battery? Yeah.
Yeah, bring an extra battery as well. Wear shoes that are comfortable, not cute.
And shoes that you've already broken in. Don't buy a fresh pair of kicks and go like, oh, it'll be fine. I'm just going to walk around all day in these untested.
I wore Tom's all of PAX East and I thought I was going to die. And make sure you drink plenty of water and take time to eat. Whether it's a protein bar, or a real meal, eat food and drink a ton of water because you're doing a lot more walking than you normally would. Yeah.
It's pretty good. Hunter, you got any?
Definitely a big fan of the water because one of the things that I keep water and food, but it depends on the person. Some people aren't so sensitive to being low on water and they still operate kind of fine. It's about knowing yourself. Some people like myself can go without food and be perfectly fine, but I always make sure that I have snacks and water. And I guess that would be a matter of awareness for which badge type you have because of what you can and can't bring in this year. So that would play a role. That would play a difference.
Yeah.
So if you know that you're going to need food regularly, you should probably allot that time to like go and buy some. I assume that there would be vendors on the floor and stuff, right?
Yeah. This year they changed it to where you can't bring in any outside food or drink at all.
Yeah. So I very safely assume there'll be like $300-400 hamburgers and stuff.
Yeah.
My God. Right.
I'm going to bring an empty water bottle.
Which in turn means budget for that.
Yes.
Because you'll have to budget for that too, and cash is a big one. Make sure that you have cash because you never know when a vendor's machine is going to break and be down, and you really want that thing or need that water. Make sure that you have some cash on you.
Not only that, but have two different. So this is going to sound stupid, but I've had friends where this has happened. Have two different credit cards, and cash, which sounds
absolutely.
But you never know if you're.
No, that sounds perfectly normal.
Bad, yeah. So I always have at least two plus cash, and then usually I try to take my passport and my ID just in case something happens.
Yeah, I mean, especially traveling, you never know especially if you haven't traveled much on your own. Your bank may lock down your credit card, and then you're
exactly.
Yeah, well, and then it's sometimes the weekend, and then you can't do anything about it.
Sometimes you're buying food, and somebody will just get your credit card number. And use it right there. That can happen at any time at home or when you're traveling. That card gets locked down. You still need to be able to make sure that you can pay for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I would say for tips, we have this article on Streamer Square that I wrote that applies a general convention tips article. If you guys want more in-depth tips about conventions, we do have a couple questions that we'll get